Hey guys, today's video is going to be an anti-haul and what I'm going to be using instead. So for those of you who are new to my channel, because I know I always get a lot of viewers on these anti-hauls, I want to give you guys a little bit of background about what I do on my anti-hauls. So they may be a little bit different than others that you've seen. I actually share some things that are new releases that I am not going to be purchasing, and then I kind of shop my stash, show you what I'm going to be using instead of this product. These products are not going to be dupes. They're not going to be the same price like drugstore to high-end. It's more or less, this is what I have, so I'm going to use this instead of this thing that I might want to buy. Not all the things that I'm talking about today I actually want to buy, so this is a little bit more of a negative anti-haul than more of a wish list style anti-haul. But I think some of these things need to be said. So today we are talking drugstore products. By drugstore, I mean things that can be bought at Target, Walmart, your Walgreens, CVS, and also Ulta. So I got some MORPHE in here because now it's available at Ulta. So that's what we're going to be covering. I'm not necessarily diving into like other lesser expensive brands that you could buy on the internet. I'm mostly just sticking to drugstore options. The problem that I run into personally with the drugstore is because things are less expensive, they seem more easy to justify. So I might be able to buy 10 items for only $5 each easier than I could buy a palette that would cost the same amount. But then I think, would I enjoy this palette that's probably a nicer quality, more high-end more than I would a bunch of little items? I don't know. Sometimes I do the little items more. Sometimes I like the bigger palette more. So it's going to be different for everyone. But you have to ask yourself and look at the total and think, even though it's drugstore and it's not going to be $500, it could still be $50, $60, $100, $200. And you think, for $200, do I really want all the stuff? What that can happen more with the drugstore is it tends to be a little bit more hit and miss. So you're gonna have things that you're like, yes, I love this. This was totally worth it. Way better than the high-end stuff I have, and it's super affordable. Those to me are wins. It's like, glory, hallelujah, I'm so excited to find this. But then you have the things that you waste your money on and you're just like, I wish I wouldn't have bought this. So that's why it's nice to have people review things so you can make your choices carefully. But I think it's easy to get caught up on drugstore because it seems so much more affordable. Another way that drugstore gets me is the sales. When it's buy one get one free, when it's buy one get one 50% off, or when websites will do their 50% off, 30% off. It's a time that I really like to try things. I don't feel quite as bad about spending because I know I'm not spending as much money, but it's something to watch out for with the holidays, that if you don't need any more makeup, if you don't want to spend, don't get sucked into all these deals. e.l.f. gets me almost every time, but then I go to the website and I'm like, everything 50% off, and then I'm like, except everything I want to buy. So be careful of that. Sometimes you go to your cart and then you're like, oh, well, only 3 of the things are 50% off. Everything else I want is new. But then you're like, click, and then you end up buying it anyway. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe because I have tons of anti-hauls. Also, I am putting together some things for a giveaway probably next month. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And also next month, I'm going to be doing an anti-haul on indie brands. So stay tuned if you love anti-hauls because there's more coming your way. All right, I've got a long list, so let's just jump right in. First of all, the Wet n Wild highlighter. This is $14.95. It is really pretty. It is kind of with their release of these Mega Glow highlighting powders. I have this one in Precious Petals, and this is exciting for the drugstore to come out with a highlighting palette. I totally get that, but I look at it and I think, are these highlights that I'm really going to actually wear? Now, I picked this one up from that collection as the only one I really thought I would use. It's a really pretty highlighter, but I just didn't see myself gravitating to the more blue and green tones. I do have this Hard Candy Prismatic highlighter that kind of has a violet tone that kind of could give me that iridescent tone if you're looking for that. I do think the green one kind of has more of a golden shift. And overall, they are really pretty. They swatch beautifully, but you just have to ask yourself, just because it's cheap doesn't mean that I need it. So even though this Wet n Wild palette is pretty, it's something I'm gonna pass on, and it's still 15 bucks up safe. This almost needs its entire video to itself, except for I don't have the collection here to show you because I'm anti-hauling it, not hauling it. A lot of this information is coming from Tati Glam Life Guru's video, so I just wanted to give her a little shout out for that. But she did a review on the GIGI times Maybelline, the entire line of Gigi Hadid's makeup collaboration with Maybelline. It's giant. It has eyeliners. It has strobing creams. It has eyeshadow mini palettes and big palettes and cheek palettes and oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. Here's my thing. When I shop high-end, I expect to pay a little bit more for the name, but I also expect there to be an increase in quality and to know that the ingredients I'm putting on my skin are better for me than I can typically find at the drugstore. Now, of course, that's not always the case, but you know, if I'm gonna spend money, it's like Urban Decay or Too Faced or, you know, something that feels a little bit more luxurious because it's a high-end brand. Now with Maybelline, it doesn't really say to me high end. It's the same way I felt about the NYX palettes that were $30. This Trendsetter palette is $30. And I'm just like, okay, so what justifies this? Now I did hear after I made my last anti-haul video about the NYX palettes is that they were a new different formula. Okay, great. If you're coming out with a new formula, then say it. Say, this is the NYX Elite line and that's why this is more expensive. So what are we actually paying for in this? And Tati said in her video that she checked the ingredients, that they're exactly the same as their other palettes. So basically, we are paying more money to put money in Gigi Hadid's pocket. Now, if you love her and you want to support her, then that's great. If you love Maybelline products, I'm not a huge Maybelline fan. This is an easy pass for me, like so easy. But if I did like Maybelline, this is kind of still how I feel about it. What am I getting for my money? What are you bringing to the table that makes it worth it to me other than a palette that says somebody's name on it? Why is it worth it to me? It's basically everything you need to take with you for on the go. So it has a little mini mascara, it has some very neutral-ish eyeshadows. It's a pretty classic neutral scheme, some pinks, like a little bit of a bluey black color. There was nothing super overwhelming about it. And this is another thing that Tati pointed out, is that you've got a giant highlighter and then a tiny blush and bronzer. Okay, for me, I'd rather just have one product and have it be usable than to have 3 tiny products that I can barely get a brush into. Who honestly wants to take an eyeshadow brush and be like, okay, I'm applying my blush now. Like, whenever I'm traveling, I end up taking the Balm's DRUGSTORE. I like that I actually get nice quality shadows and I get a blush and a highlight I can actually use. And I have the lip colors down here. This is not that much more expensive than the GIGI palette. It's kind of crazy. It's like, seriously? Like, I don't know. For me, I just thought, make them a bigger pan where I can actually get, you know, I have smaller blush brushes that I could get a small brush into, or don't give it to me at all. But this little strip thing, I'm not feeling that. I don't know why. And the highlighter's the biggest, and it's like, highlighters take a lot longer to go through. Anyway, I'm just ranting at this point, so we will move on. But they have these City Mini palettes. They're $15. Their normal palettes would have been like $10, so it's like $5 just for her name. Again, nothing super exciting, just basic mini palettes. Now for the City Mini palettes, for these are seriously $5. These are from Wet n Wild. These are the Au Naturel palettes. I really like these, and you get way more colors than you get with those. Those seem really weird because it's like, these palettes actually, yeah, they have the space for the little brush that nobody uses and it's kind of cruddy. But like, this actually takes up the size of the palette. Bigger palettes and they have the little tiny shadows, and it's like, why not make it smaller or make the shadows bigger? I just don't understand why the bigger packaging and then the smaller shadows. They have an eyeliner that's $9.99. It's like a liquid eyeliner. I'm using my NYX Epic ink. That's what I have on today. I'm just gonna keep using that. I really didn't see anything that I just needed to have, and so the whole line is a hard pass. Next is a mascara from CoverGirl that I haven't heard anyone talk about. It is called the Total Tease Mascara. It's $8. And, you know, for me, I just like going to my Lash Princess Essence mascaras. They're $5, they work great. Here's my issue. I know this has happened since the beginning of time, but why the computer-generated false lashes, lash extensions on mascara ads? Seriously, I get so tired of mascara ads not even showing the actual product. It's like, why would I want to buy this? Those are fake lashes. Those aren't even what real mascara looks like. No mascara is perfectly clump free, perfectly separated. Every lash is perfect. Like, that doesn't happen. So why are you showing that on an eye? And I'm just like, no, 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 no. All right, next is from Physicians Formula. Physicians Formula is a hard brand for me to buy from because it hits that middle ground where it's like, for a few dollars more, I could buy high end And if I wanted to buy drugstore, I would just buy something like Essence because it's super cheap. It's like, I have a hard time with that mid-range. Like I either want to go like high-end or like e.l.f. and Essence or things like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and I'm crazy. But I have a hard time with Physicians Formula because it's a little more expensive for the drugstore. But after their huge popular success with the butter bronzer, which I have not tried, they brought out a butter blush and a butter highlighter. So the interesting thing is it's like the blush is more expensive. It's $13 and it's like the Moo Moo, I don't even know how to say that, blush, and they look gorgeous. But then I think, you know, I have so many blushes already. I mean, I really like my blushes from City Color. I like my blushes from Makeup Revolution. I don't feel like I'm at a lack for blushes. So for $13, I'd have to really love it and feel like it's something really spectacular. I mean, shoot, I've even gotten blushes that have those sparkly finishes for $1 from Shop Miss A. I mean, it's hard to think I could buy 13 of these for one of those. You know, it's like, seriously? The interesting thing is the highlighters are only $10, but they don't have the word Moo Moo butter. They have butter, but not Moo Moo butter. So I wonder if they don't have like the same formula is what I'm thinking. People have said they really liked them, but again, I have plenty of highlighters. I have this gorgeous HD highlighter from e.l.f. This is $6. And it's got all the bling I could ever want. I mean, I've got highlighters coming out of my eyeballs over here, so I think I'm good there. All right, now you guys know I love e.l.f. They have gotten a little more pricey over the years, which I try to forgive them for, but this is just so confusing. e.l.f. has just released their line of workout ready makeup. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like to wear makeup when I'm working out. Now, I can imagine, you know, maybe you were at work and you ran home to do a quick workout to go back, but I'm like, either I'm doing like arms and I'm not getting super sweaty and I'm fine with having makeup on, or I'm like running and doing like cardio and I will be sweating and I don't want to wear makeup. And so at first I thought, well, okay, you know, cool waterproof foundation. You know, I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect. It's supposed to be waterproof. That'll work. There's not even a foundation in the line. So what it has is a workout ready hydration stick for $8. And I'm thinking, so did you just take your hydration stick that you already had and slap workout ready on it, charge more, and put it in green packaging? Kind of sounds like it. Sweat resistant mascara and brow duo. Okay, waterproof should be just fine. I don't know why it needs to be special workout mascara. I think this is marketing. Okay. And I've never had good luck with mascara from e.l.f. ever. So $6, no, pass. Blended out silicone sponge duo. Why does this have to do anything with working out? And they don't even offer a foundation. So what are you going to be using the sponge for exactly? That's $8. Now this one, okay, post workout cool down mist. Okay, so you have basically cooling version of their makeup mist and set. Spray that on, makes you feel good. Okay, I can kind of see that. $8. Quick cooling and cleansing body wipes, $3. Basically the wipes we already have, the same price we already have them for in a different package. Okay. And workout ready eye pencil. I don't think I need to go to the gym. Let me get my eyeliner. Like, I don't know. There's some people who probably do, but I don't even think about that. But if I did, let's see. I have this Essence Gel waterproof liner. If I really wanted to wear it, if it's waterproof, it'd be sweatproof, right? So that to me, I was just like, whoa, what is this even about? But if you add all those things up, you're gonna save a lot of money. So, all right, so Morphe. I promised I'd mention Morphe. They're $35.02. How many orange shadows does a person need? I have the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is now, I guess, considered drugstore, or is it considered high-end? It's sold at Ulta. I don't know which it's supposed to be. This has more warm shadows than a person could ever need. Why would I need another 35? I just feel like the 35.0 was such a hype that they're like, let's bring out a second one. They literally could have just taken the pans and switched them around and people would have still bought it. Like, these are the things that you have to watch out for the holidays. The Ulta Be Gorgeous 76-piece kit. It's 20 bucks. It's on sale. Here's the thing. If you don't have any makeup, if you're a teenager, it's fun to get those big caboodle things that fold out and have all the the colors and no. But for someone who has a lot of makeup, what would I do with that? Why would I need it? Why would I really honestly like pull that out? If I want to have a big palette, I want it to be something nicer. This Smashbox palette that I already have has a bunch of shadows and it has blushes and bronzers already. So if I wanted something all-inclusive, I would reach for this. But to have like that huge fold-out thing, again, if you have a 13 or 14-year-old in your home who is getting into makeup, buy her that for Christmas. She will be so happy. But for the rest of us, it's something that sucks you in because you're just like 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks. You know, with Sephora doing their weekly wows now and Ulta, you know, they're putting more things on sale. You could just use that $20 towards something you really, really want. And that's the thing I want to like emphasize is I'm not against buying makeup. I love makeup. I love to shop for makeup. But what I like to do is find things that are unique, find things from brands maybe I haven't tried, but I don't necessarily want to keep purchasing the same thing over and over. I don't want a company to repackage something and sell it to me again. I don't need it. I don't need to spend my money on that. So these are the things I'm anti-hauling this month. Don't forget to subscribe if you didn't already. If you love anti-hauls, make sure you check out my playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!